Hey man, what's happening, man? I'm with the funniest nigga, man.
Hey, when the fight is? When it's going? April?
Oh, it's fighting in April. You already know,
And
man down stretch season.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Mi nombre es Yordenis, Ugas, campeón mundial, WBA 147. Gracias a Floki por apoyarme a mí, pero sobre todo por apoyar la causa de la libertad, por estar en contra de la discriminación. Floki es la mejor compañía del mundo. Yo soy Floki. Saludos.
What's going on, you guys? I'm sure a lot of you heard by now. Errol Spence, Yordenis Ugas is official for April 16th at the AT&T Stadium, Dallas, Texas. It's finally going down. Finally got a date. Finally got the fight. It should be a good one, right? It's not the fight that boxing fans was necessarily looking for, but at this point, we just got to take what they give us, right? It is a good fight for what it's worth. It's just not the fight we want to see right now, but we got to deal with it. Now, going into this fight where Yordenis Ugas, I think it's a risky fight. I think a lot of people underestimate Yordenis Ugas. I don't think people are going to give Ugas much of a chance. Like most of the fights throughout Ugas' career, a lot of people never gave him a chance, and he's used to being in this position going into these type of fights. But the thing that's most notable to me is the activity level between both fighters. It's not like the skill gap is that wide between the two. Yordenis Ugas has been the most active fighter on the PBC welterweight roster, and he has a lot of momentum going into this fight with Errol Spence Jr. And if he comes to win, he could make something happen against the Errol Spence that we just don't quite know where he's at. We don't know if Errol Spence Jr. could go fight a hard 12 round. I mean, last time we saw him was December of 2020 against Danny Garcia. And let's be honest, Danny Garcia really didn't give him too much in that fight, except for the last round when he threw the little flurry. But other than that, Danny really just fought scared, and he really didn't fight Spence. He really didn't fight him. He didn't really give us nothing to really go off of, and that's the last time we've seen Errol Spence. But we've seen Yordenis Ugas in some battles leading up to this fight with Spence. And Yordenis Ugas really looked impressive with a torn bicep against Manny Pacquiao. Say what you want about Manny. Going into that fight, nobody gave Ugas a chance. And after he beats Manny, Ugas wasn't, Pacquiao was old anyway, and, Spence would have did the same thing, right? So that's what people said after that fight for Yordenis Ugas. They didn't really give him too much credit, but Yordenis Ugas shocked the world and got the job done. And now he's going to the biggest fight of his career against Errol Spence Jr., a fighter with a lot of respect in the boxing world, right? Errol Spence got a lot of respect amongst the boxing community. A lot of people think Errol Spence is one of the best fighters in the welterweight division. This is a big opportunity for Yordenis Ugas if he makes the best of it, right? Errol Spence Jr., I think at this point is the most vulnerable that he's likely gonna be. So now would be the time for a guy like Ugas to hop on Errol Spence Jr. And this is why I said this is a risky fight. If he was going to take such a risk, he should have just took it against Terrence Crawford. But he's going against Ugas. Errol Spence Jr. don't need no tune-ups. He's going right after another champion, and salute to him for that. But this fight with Yordenis Ugas could get interesting. It's officially announced. We got to fight, people. We got to start talking about it. Spoilers could happen. They're just going to simply say Ugas is going to lose this fight, but we've seen stranger things happen. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.